And welcome back. Here we have a blast from the past, 4 years ago, February 3rd, 2015 at 7:17 a.m. to be precise, from the wonder that is Buzzfeed. It is a Buzzfeed classic, apparently. Here we have 19 questions for men that highlight everyday sexism when feminist hashtags take over Twitter. So, seeing as they are questions, and I am a man, technically, I will answer them, because why the hell not? This is going to be a fun video. Aside from my daily uploads, so don't worry about that. So let's jump in. Question to the male writer speakers, let's shout it out there. Is it common for you to be called an attention seeker, or do just women get that? Yes, I have been called that a great deal in my childhood, and maybe not all that great, because maybe it's had a negative effect on me that I've wanted it even more, and wanted it in a way where I'm not called an attention seeker, and instead of being called an attention seeker, I wish to be able to get it in a way that other people like. So I wish to be able to get attention for myself, and that's why I'm doing this channel, and hopefully provide comedic relief. I'd love to do stand-up, and that's what I think my main calling is. When you have a hostile disagreement with someone, is it common for them to say, "You're angry because no one will fuck you"? No, they just normally resort to name-calling that is maybe a bit beyond the pale for what you want to know. If you want to go with Nazi, that's a classic. White supremacist, misogynist, hate-filled, any of those things, go for it. I know, fuck you. Yeah, sometimes, but of course when you say you're in a relationship, then kind of defeats that one. In a job interview, have you ever been asked how you will juggle work and home? As in, has anyone ever presumed that somebody else is going to provide for you? No, they haven't. I wish they would. That'd be nice. How you juggle work and home? Oh, because someone else is actually going to provide for me. You think I'm that nice? You think I'm that good that I could actually trap somebody into paying for me? Thank you. That's very kind of you. Would you be comfortable with only women weighing in on the debate about your productive organs or proposing policy law with regards to it? I'm presuming you're talking about abortion, in which case that's about a child or a baby inside of you, so that's infanticide. In which case, can a man decide about other men having the right to live, like they're in wars, because men are disposable anyway, and women are revered. And of course, that's shown with women and children first, as has been the case since 1842, I believe. First mentioned, popularised in 1860. Yeah, that's been around for quite a while, but we'll get to that in a bit as well. But talking about productive organs, reproductive organs, because all my organs are productive. Thank you very much. I'm a fit lad. Sure, if you know what you're talking about. I mean, I don't think it really matters, considering a lot of the rights that, if not all of the rights, afforded to women have been from men anyway. We can also then talk about female genital mutilation, which is found abhorrent by most people in the West, and yet male genital mutilation is found to be entirely acceptable. So you can work that one out on your own. If you want to talk about internalized misogyny, if you want to talk about internalized misandry as well, to use your own words. Or maybe people just don't care about men. Men don't care about men. Men care about women. Women care about women. Women don't care about men. Have you ever expressed a strong opinion and been called a Nazi? Been called a Nazi and misogynist. How's that? How about actually not having a proper movement for men's rights, and so that there isn't even a name? How about female rights being so acknowledged and appreciated that we now have a name for people pushing female supremacy? And yeah, I know it's 4 years ago, but hey, these are still relevant, and I love it. Have you ever read a think piece by a respected female writer explaining why and how men aren't funny? No, because I can't any respected female... Okay, sorry. Well, men are funny in order to attract females, because we actually have to do the difficult work that the female decides the man they want to be with, and the man doesn't decide the female he wants to be with. Otherwise, that could be rape, because a woman can't legally rape a man. But again, that's female privilege. Sexual assault, sure. Forced envelopment, still sexual assault, not rape. How does your wife feel about your career? It's never good enough, because she wants more stuff. That was an easy one. She wants an easier life and for me to work hard. Doesn't matter if I'm away, as long as she's getting her stuff. Unless then I'm away too much and I'm not there for her, because I'm giving her the things that she wants, because she wants the money. Have you ever had trouble breaking into your chosen field because it's a girls' club? Yes, STEM fields, science, technology, engineering, mathematics. Put medicine in there as well. Or what about any job? You know, they've been turned down jobs because of that. Or you got university applications, you got quotas, whatever you want. So maybe they've made steps in your favour direction here. Are you glad you waited until you were established in your career before becoming a father? Yes, so that I can actually provide for children. That's why I'm not a father yet, that I know of. Okay. How often have you needed to lie and pretend you had a partner to try to stop someone hitting on you? As in, have you ever been popular enough for people to actually want to be with you and be outward about it instead of waiting for you to make the move on them? Sounds quite nice. Maybe gay guys, maybe to tell them I'm straight. Otherwise, women, well, they can still quote me and spank me, for want of a better word, in public, and people are fine with it and they laugh about it. So, no, it's fine. Have you ever been judged on the length of your pants? I've been judged on the length of my skirt, because apparently I'm not allowed to wear one. It's like a burqa. Well, what about a burqa ban? It's already banned for men. You get stoned for wearing it. I'd say that's probably banned. Or what, not wearing socks, folding them up, wearing shorts, showing too much leg there. When you achieve something great, do you expect a female reporter to say, give us a twirl, who you won't? No, I don't expect a reporter to be there at all. I don't expect them to care. I expect them to think that it's a given that men should be amazing. Because that seems to be what it is. That they're the real misogynist to say, oh wow, a woman actually achieved something. This is amazing. Let's report on it. So people are people. Well done. You're an individual. Don't care. I'm not going to think you're worse because you're a woman, unlike these people. And not only do they care about what you've done, they also care about what you're wearing. Great. Instead of, you look like a pig. Have you ever had to fight for a 10% share of the conversation with women who think that you're actually taking 80% share? No. I don't talk to people like that. I just avoid them. Not an attention seeker. Ha! Not in that way anyway. I try to make my input appreciated. And in some situations where I suppose it's been similar to that, I've had some people who know what I say, and so they will even do my bidding and say, hey, be quiet, because this guy's going to say something good. So that's what I do. Say less, because it's worth saying, and the quieter you are, the more you hear. If you just listen to someone for half an hour, you'll know a hell of a lot about them. You can tell them later, and they would think you're magical, you're mystical, because you were actually listening. If you want to be a great conversationalist, just listen. Has your body been compared to an unlocked car, wallet, or other object that can be carelessly left unattended? No, it's been compared to a wallet. Yeah, sure. Because it's just used for money. It's a moving ATM. How's that? Or a car. Yeah, I'm used as someone to get people places, financially as well as socially. How's that? Do you struggle to identify with playable male characters because they are hypersexualized objects of fantasy? Yeah, like He-Man. Sure. Yeah, I see, because he's in incredible shape, and some would say it's unrealistic standards, but I just take that as motivation to be the best I can be. I'd encourage you to do the same. Are you able to watch shows with more than two... I don't watch shows. But with more than 2 men on the panel without it being dismissed as a men's show? I can't really answer that. I mean, if people are qualified to be there, then sure, but I think if something like Top Gear, so yes. And then those people are pushed away because, like, oh no, it's too manly, it's too masculine. Like, oh, I see. So now they're on Amazon Prime and doing so much better. Do you send your mates a message to let them know you've gotten home safely? No, they don't care. I wish I had people who cared. I asked the women I'm with to say, make sure you get home safely. Some of the men, maybe, depending on how drunk they are, that they've hurt themselves or somebody has hurt them, thought them as easy prey. But no, men aren't valued enough. Sorry, it's just women. Lucky you. I wish I had people that cared about me like that. How many times have you been told you're such an independent young man? Like, that shouldn't just be a given. Well, if I'm outspoken, then that's not good because I'm contributing to the patriarchy. Actually, and people say I've done a lot for my age. I guess that's a good thing. Or independent because of when I moved out. So yeah, especially in this day and age when over half of 18-24s are still living at home, and third of under 35s, 25-35s are still living at home. Yeah. Have you ever considered the advantages to be gained from signing your work using only your initials? Yes, I have. Because when things are neutral, men are preferred. When they can see the names, then women are preferred. Similar thing with black people compared to white people, and you might say, oh hey, well that's not fair because what about Lakeisha and when names have been signed like that, it's like, well, sure, but you're not really comparing like with like, because surely you could compare to Billy Bob and Marie. You could go down the redneck route if you want. They're called rednecks because they're out in the fields and get sunburn. Yeah, great. Ever been called a boy gamer? Well, girls are just gamers. I've been told I waste my time if I play video games. How's that? Oh, it's over already. Oh, well, I was enjoying that. I think I'm going to find more of these to do in future, just as an extra spin-off, because I find them a lot of fun. I like answering questions. It makes me think somebody cares. But that's it for now. I hope you guys also have fun, because this is such a silly video. But I love these things. So do let me know if there are some other silly little questionnaires, and maybe more recent than 2015, that you think are worth going through, as brief as I did. Or if you want a more in-depth review, then I can do that. I now have my computer with me, so I can make proper edited videos, and I will get around to that. But hey, I'm working a lot, because that's what you do when you're in a relationship. Okay, anyway, thanks very much guys, and have a lovely rest of your day.